Shalom and welcome to today's edition of Rabbi Ron in the House. The last verse of Romans chapter 3. Looking here in our scriptures, Paul is asking us a question. And if he's asking us a question, there must be a reason he's asking us that question. Here it is, verse 31. Do we then nullify the Torah through faithfulness? He just talked about Torah and its relationship with our righteousness, our right standing with God. And now we ask that question, do we nullify the Torah through our faithfulness? May it never be. On the contrary, we uphold the law, the Torah. And so I'm thinking about this. Paul asked this question. Why does he ask this question? Two possibilities come to my mind. Either he's anticipating problems. He's anticipating saying, gee, I think people are going to misunderstand or make a mistake here. And so let me get them and correct them and make it clear before they go down that road. Or they've already gone down the wrong road. They've already started having false teaching, false beliefs, false misunderstandings of the role of Torah in the life of the disciple of Yeshua. And so now Paul's having to correct people because of that. The question, do we nullify the Torah because of our faithfulness? It's by faith that we come into right standing with God. So in not Torah observance, he talked about this earlier, and so therefore if that's the case, that we just say, hey, throw away, forget about the Torah, we don't need it. Other translations put it this way. Do we make it useless? Is the Torah useless? Do we destroy the Torah? Another translation says. Do we make it void? Do we do away with the Torah? Do we cancel it out? Our careful teachings of obedience of the teachings of the Torah? Do we just forget about the Torah? I looked it up in a thesaurus. The word nullify. Do we nullify? Do we make it null and void? It's of no value or consequence. Is that the result then? If obeying the Torah does not make us right with God, does that mean that the Torah has no value or no consequence in our life? Does this deprive the Torah of effective and continued existence in our lives? Does this say, forget it, there is no purpose for the Torah anymore? And what was his answer? May it never be! Explanation point. No way! What are you, crazy? Where do you come up with such stuff? That's what his response is. And then he says, on the contrary, just the opposite is true. We uphold the Torah. Other translations say we establish it. We make it even more powerful. We keep this. We confirm it. We truly fulfill it. When I looked up the word uphold in the thesaurus, we keep or maintain it in an unaltered condition. Here it is, folks. There are people out there today that misunderstand it. I hear it when I get out and speak in the churches. People come up to me with stuff like this. He says, no, Torah observance may not make us right in the eyes of God, but we still need to keep and maintain the Torah in an unaltered condition. We don't change anything. The Jews never believed they were saved by Torah observance, or at least the Torah never taught that in the first place. And so therefore, according to the Torah, the role that it has, it is to be unaltered. It is not to be changed at all in our life, in our walk with God. Nothing changes about the relationship with Torah now because of the new covenant, because of Yeshua's death and resurrection, than before Yeshua's death and resurrection. Because Torah observance has never made us right with God. There's other roles for Torah observance, but it never made us right with God. And so you still need to uphold it, continue following it, obeying it, just like we were to do before Yeshua died and rose from the dead. And so keep those words in mind. If you have any questions, if you have other scriptures that support that as well, listen, get your fingers on the keyboard. Jot me some notes in the comments, because it's not just jotting me, but share it with the rest of the internet world, that we all might be blessed by the insight and the scriptures God's shown you. And so thanks so much for joining us. This has been Rabbi Ron in the House.